What's up, Docs Daily? Excuse me. What's up, Docs Daily? It's Detroit Lenny here on a Thursday, April 16th, right? April 16th. April 16th, yes. April 16th, Thursday. We're live, full effect with me. No Robert Ferringo with me today. He's got back issues. Old man's getting old. I don't know what to tell you, old man. But no Robert Ferringo with us today. He will be joining us tomorrow, hopefully. Feeling better, hopefully, and be back on tomorrow with Raphael. So it's just me today. Sorry, it's just me. But we got a little bit of baseball to talk about. We could talk about what happened in the NBA last night. There's some NHL on today that we'll go through, but to be honest with you, I have no plays in the NHL, so I got nothing to talk about there. But we can do some MLB. If you guys got questions in the chat, feel free. Ask away. We got some stuff we might live bet as we go along here. We got damn it. My Tigers are delayed already. Top of the first. They're delayed. There's weather delay right now. The Pirates and the Nationals are in the bottom of the second, and the Giants and the Reds are in the bottom of the second. And I believe your boy has some Nerfies. Yes, I do. Already cashed a Nerfie in that Pirates Nationals game, so we will take that win. Thank you very much. I'm on San Francisco in this Reds and Giants game, and then I got a few. I got a lot of stuff. I don't want to say I got a lot of stuff. There's a couple games that I like today that I really dove into as far as MLB. But today's a tricky day in the MLB. There's no real reason to go hog wild today. So don't forget about the free $60 account. There's a link in the description of the video. There's also a new tool that's being offered that we can use in our software that we use to stream this stuff to you guys. And it's like a widget thing, whatever, but it's a QR code there. Somebody click on it or whatever. Tell me if it works. It should take you to our free 60 page on docsports.com /free60. It should just take you right over there. And I suggest highly that if you're brand new to Docs, you fill that out right there. That little boom, boom tells who you are. We'll put $60 into your account, trying to make it more accessible viewing and everything, if that makes sense. So somebody tell me it works. Or if it doesn't work, I'll take it down. Or if it looks ridiculous, I don't know. Also, I'd be neglected to tell you nobody's here, so I get to promote me a little bit. $4.99, $5 a month. And let me tell you, boys, on fire with Nerfies and Yerfies this year to start. We went 2-0 on Yerfies yesterday. We got 2 more at it today. We actually... I don't want to, I'll jinx it up because I've actually told people about this, but, I don't think we've lost a Yerfie yet this year. I think we're like 6-0. We're just here and there. There's some spots where we want Yerfies. And for those that don't know what a Yerfie is, it's yes, run first inning. So yes, there will be runs first inning is what we're looking at. Or no runs first inning. I'm a big first inning kind of guy. For people that say, oh, baseball's so boring, I don't want to watch the whole game. Okay, then bet first inning with me or first 5. Let's go. But we got some action. There's actually some decent matchups today, but I'm really involved again in the Tampa Bay White Sox game. Our guy Griffin Murphy and Nick Mencken sent me pictures yesterday from the game they were at. They went to the game. They were down there by, basically under the stands, where they warm up a bit, Griffin Murphy's back there trying to yell at players and stuff. And, it didn't help. It didn't help. All his rah-rah, siskumba. The White Sox are bad. And I'm afraid to tell you, I will be bullyish all year against the White Sox. I just don't, they're not going to lose 162 games or, well, in that case, 156. But they're not going to lose every game running all year, but it might be close. Let's talk about some baseball. But for $4.99 a month, you can follow all my plays everything that I am on, and I give out volume. If you're looking for somebody that has some volume, I give out the volume and I tell you what's my favorite nerfy or your fee, or what's my favorite player prop out of all those, or what's my favorite side or total. But I give out volume. Usually, on some days, and we're about to have playoff stuff, I'm involved. I'm like 4-1 in the NBA playoffs. We hit Steph Curry prop. We have Tyrese Maxey prop. We lost our teaser last night, but NBA, playoffs is it. I always say this: NBA is no betting allowed, but playoff start, it's nothing but action. Nothing but action, baby. So you want to ride? There's a link in the description of this video. It costs you $4.99 a month through YouTube. If you do it on your phone, by the way, if you join as a member on your phone, it's like another $2 or something through your mobile carrier, like Verizon or some shit like that. Just so you guys all know. I'm just saying. Let's get it. Stop, Gio. Let's get it. Today's the day. You want to talk football? It's a slow day in sports. Okay, let's be honest. There is no NBA. Okay, there is no NBA to talk about. I kind of low key, just FYI, in that Hornets Magic game. I kind of want the Hornets because the Hornets want us, and I think that's a mistake for them. But what don't wait. Who knows, right? It worked. Look at Rick, my man. Thank you, Rick. At least somebody told me. Thank you, Rick. All I wanted to know is if you could, if a shit connected. I'm 52 I'm about to be 53 years old in June. I'm not the most tech savvy guy. I will admit it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I know what I'm doing. I kind of want the Hornets. So I kind of like that. Just looking at the spreads, let's look at the lines for tomorrow night in the NBA. If you got questions about today's baseball, by all means, drop the game in the chat. We will go over it. I kind of like the Hornets. I don't like the number. 3.5 is what I see everywhere. Just because I do think it's a little bit closer of a game. So in that, I want to then I don't want to take the Magic plus 3.5. I don't want to do that. But I might look at the hiccups. Hold on, folks. Emergency situation. I got the hiccups. Maybe. I'm looking at their regular season. They went 3-1 against Charlotte, went 3-1 against Orlando. Orlando won the first matchup by 123-107. You guys do that math. 16 points. Then from there on out, it was all Charlotte. 120-105, 124-97, 130-111. I hate looking at regular season because I don't know who played, who didn't. And I ain't going down that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. It's just simpler stuff for me to find. I might get to the Hornets. I definitely like the Warriors. I do. I definitely like the Warriors. I think they're going to be. Look, I think they get in. I don't know how much further they go. I didn't think Devin Booker he didn't show me a whole lot the other night. And it just, I don't know. I didn't like that game. I like the Warriors. I like what I saw out of Steph Curry. Steph Curry props. I was on over 4.5 or whatever that number was for 3-pointers last night. 4.5 or 5.5, or I think it was 4.5. Either way, maybe I did 5.5. I don't remember. They mumbled together. I think it was 4.5, but it was nice little plus money action. Like they got plus 115 or 110, but that was nice. Nice cash. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna look right now what this player prop is right now. It's at 4.5 again. And I think we're gonna get vintage Steph for a while. Now he don't have it in him to go all the way to the end. Yeah, to the Western Conference Finals even. You know what I'm saying? But he got a few games in him with some rest in between. I'm not hating that. I got to look a little bit more into that, but I don't hate that number. If that makes any kind of sense. All right, we got some chat. Waiting on the Dexter Lawrence trade. I can feel it in my bones. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to make that trade. I don't know if I'm going to like with how that trade comes out. I don't, that's iffy. I mean, I'd love to see it, but how old is he? Like, what do we got to pay for him? He's 28. I mean, what I don't want, who I don't want, and I saw somebody post on Twitter. I think it was some kind of, you can hedge or whatever they call that, Kalashi or the poly market, whatever, where you're trading against it. I don't know I don't understand how it's not gambling. I don't understand how it's still not wagering a bet, but whatever. Joey Bosa was high up on our list, or was the second behind Cincinnati to get him. And I'm like, I don't. That guy hasn't stayed healthy yet. I don't think I want that, and he hasn't really proven to be a leader in a locker room full of young dudes, a bunch of young dudes. And then I don't want to be that guy, but you're going to throw in the lone ranger kind of white wolf in there by himself, like into a young locker room with swagger. I don't know, with different political beliefs. I don't know. I hate that plays into play, but I don't want to disrupt anything. If he can't be a team player, I don't want him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go for the damn title. Let's do the damn thing. Go Orioles. Okay, so baseball. Yes. All right, let me refresh, get some updates here. I'm so concerned if this Tigers and Kansas City game is going to play. I have it in a little contest bet with some people. Orioles, that's what you asked about. I'm on the Guardians. Raven Run. I feel like I walked into a trap here because I read your comment before I read your name, Raven Ron. So look, dude, Shane Baz is gonna have to show me a couple quality starts before I get behind that guy. Whereas opposed to, I feel like I've gotten that out of Parker Messick, however you say that name. But I think he, goes a little distance here in for them. I worry about your bullpen. I think Cleveland gets after it. I don't want to say gets after it, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's one of the only sides I liked today. I was on Cleveland money line, -120. I thought it was right. You know what I mean? I just there's just no way for me to get around that. Oops. I just clicked something. I'm sorry. I just totally eliminated everything I bet today. I can see it. Sorry, bro. I don't hate it. I think it's a toss-up game. I think it's a 50-50 game. I think the Guardians have the pitching advantage. And home field. That's what it was. And I thought that was a fair price for -120. So a fair number, I'll take the fair number. If I thought it was, if it was like honestly, if it was probably -130, 140, I might not have bet it. I would have probably went the other way in the Orioles. because I thought, or just stayed off of it altogether because I thought it would have been too much. You know what I mean? Tracking the radar here as well as I'm about 20-30 minutes away from Comerica. This game should start by 2:30, 3:30 at the latest. Okay, Tigers money line sticking with the trend. Home team has won 15 of the last 16 straight up here. For real. So I'll be on. I know I'm going to sound like a homer here. I am. I'm going to sound like a homer. But of course, I'm on the Tigers. I'm looking for the sweep of Kansas City. We don't play them tomorrow, right? No, we're in Boston tomorrow. Okay, so I'm looking for the early sweep of the year. I think that's man. This is a big game for the Tigers. I think they know it. I know it's so early on in the season that some people might not think it doesn't matter, but in these divisional rival matchups, in division, that's the tiebreaker, and a lot of this stuff. And so these games matter. I want the Tigers definitely to sweep this series here. I'm on the Tigers money line. I got that yesterday at -105. I thought that was fair. But I see it's now a little bit plus money in some spots. It is what it is. I'm also on the under 8. You play into the weather, both good pitching on the mound for both sides of the ball, or both sides of the plate, or both sides of the feet. I don't know. Both teams, good pitching. I'm on the under. It's my favorite nerfy of the day, especially in delayed type games. So I like the under. I got that at -115. I'm on the under first 5 too, and I'm on Cater Montero under 4.5 hits allowed, and that's plus 112. Now keep in mind, I got a lot going on in the Tiger game, but other than that, I really have like 4 or 5 bets going on in baseball altogether today, and then I have 4 or 5 bets in the Tiger game because I'm really involved in that game. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And we've been hitting perfectly on those Tigers games. So yesterday we hit the same game parlay with the Nerfy and the Tigers money line. So it is what it is. How did you get affected? I know tornadoes ran through there yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. I got family in St. Clair Shores, Clinton Township up to Harrison Township down to Grosse Pointe, over through Warren and like West Bloomfield area. So that's basically a circle of aunts and cousins right there. And other than that, you got to go way south down to Adrian. But bad damage? I saw some roofs blew off and stuff like that. I was worried about my guys out there in Macomb County. Shout out Macomb County Jail. Laugh aloud. It's cool. We kind of suck. First lefties. Yeah, that was another. I thought there was something else. I know I can't find. I'm not going through the rabbit hole notes, but I think it's a coin flip game. Home field, better pitching. I don't know. Shane Baz could come out here and throw a gem, and I don't want to say he's due. I don't want to try and catch a falling knife. You know what I mean? But as Nick Benkett says, I don't want to try and catch a falling knife. But he is kind of due. I don't think his first couple starts are anywhere near the kind of production that he is going to give you guys over the season, if that makes sense. Jeremiah Jackson is hot, though. We'll see. I was surprised to see that the total drop overnight in the Oakland, Texas game. 2 failing pitchers and tiny ballpark. Need to check the win still. I'm telling you right now, I'm on the Yurfee. If you ask about it, I'll tell you. I mean, that's my premium play. It's part of what you get for $5 a month. I should put a link in. You should just be able to click the membership thing on the YouTube for that. But I'm on the Yurfee in that game. It's not my favorite Yurfee. I got 2 today, which is a lot for me. I'm just saying, normally I'd like to hit it one, hit it and quit it kind of guy. One here, one there. I'm sticking and moving kind of thing. Yeah, I'm on the Yurfee in that game. And there's another game that I like even more as a Yurfee, and they're bad pitchers as well. You mentioned it. I can't tell you no, but I can't can't tell you what it is either. I don't know if that makes sense, they'd be watching me. The FCC won't let me be me on MTV. You guys know that. It's know that song lyric, by the way. But I was a little surprised in that as well. Any game that I like the over in, I normally gravitate towards the Yurfie. I always look to it. And be careful on your Yurfies. I'm telling you right now, this year, I've never seen Yurfies. Yurfies, that's a yes run first inning. You're talking about scoring a run, 6 outs, 3 per team. That's very, very niche. That's very, you're really extracting down to the nitty gritty here on a game prop, and right out the gate too. So there's a lot of factors, but Yurfies have been priced out of this world. Like, I mean, not good, like ridiculously priced. Like I saw one yesterday was minus 140, 145. Like Yurfies normally, last year before, gravitated closer towards even money. We've seen this coming, but this is the year first where we're at about, Raphael said it yesterday on Doc's Daily, books are starting to just even out a Yurfie price, 110 minus 120 either way. That's good actually for Nerfies. That's shitty for Yurfies. Because a lot of Nerfies I'll pay minus 130 on. I'll pay, but that's about it. Because once they get too high, that's too obvious. They're begging you to take that. I want to go the other way. Wind blowing in at Oakland or whenever to play. Hey, listen, 4 singles, 4 walks, couple baseball. Hey, we can play small ball. Both those pitchers are very. I'm just saying, I don't understand how Lopez, what's his name, Jacob or Josh or Jackson, Jacob Lopez for the A's. I know the A's are bad. I'm about to go see the A's minor league team because all we have for baseball in Vegas is a minor league team. So Las Vegas Aviators are the Oakland. You want to hear some shit? The Oakland A's or the Sacramento A's minor league team is the Las Vegas Aviators. The Las Vegas Aviators won their championship last year. The Athletics finishing like basically last place, I think, in their division. They finished, man, whatever. Hey, man, maybe you might want to bring some of them dudes up. I'm just saying. But anyways, I'm going to see them play on the 20th against, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, winds blow. I just don't think, I think Texas gets after them. I do. And I think I'm going to continue to keep calling them Oakland, but I think the Athletics can get after a leader as well. He has potential to be a good pitcher, but I don't want to say potential. I think he is a good pitcher. But he has signs where he just like, I mean, I get he gave up 5 against the Dodgers. It was the Dodgers. But, he has moments where he just collapses. Maybe it's a spot where we just go Texas and move on. It's one of those things. You just bet the Rangers. Right now you can get it at minus 110. Oh, actually minus 107 at Circa. Maybe I just bet that. Or first 5, probably. Mess around with something like that. But that's all. I like the Yurfie. They're spraying the shit out of our skies. Yeah. The chem planes come out whenever it starts to clear up. And it looks like a checkerboard out there. Feels like a Selfridge air show base 7 days a week. I'm just saying. Shout out Selfridge Air Force Base. I used to have to go there when I was younger because my dad was a Vietnam vet, and we'd go to the base because they, buy duty-free groceries and stuff. We was broke, but it was like a drive because we were southeast Detroit, and shout out 48205 red zone. Only reason the weather is so turbulent. I don't know, man. Thanks for the freemium, brother. Yeah, you got it. My unit size is usually $250 to $5. Hard to sub to channels on here when my bankroll is already tight as it is. Side income kind of shit. Hey, I feel you. Like you do, you Pikachu. You know how I feel about that. Like, I mean, You see me out here, I'll bet I might have 100, $200 on a game. Then again, I might be $5 parlay and some shit. I mean, I don't judge. Unit size is unit size. Your bankroll is your bankroll. How you manage it is how you manage it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the vets, retired Army vet here. Shout out to you, Raven Ron. Thank you for your service, and to all other, any or all other. I don't know how I say that. Vets though that are either watching, have watched, hit the like button, hit the like button for the vets, for damn sake. But yeah, shout out to all of you. My dad was all my uncles really. I couldn't, for medical reasons I'm not going to go into, but anyways, but my son, I'm proud father. My 16-year-old, God, it's hard to say, he's about to be 17 May 27th. Starting next year, school year, will be a senior year, and then he's been in the ROTC program there since his freshman year, but we have already spoke to the recruiter. He's going to be a Navy recruit. I tried to sway him, Raven Ron. I tried to sway him to my dad's side, who's long passed away, but I'm like, your grandpa, maybe, he's an Army guy, but it's whatever. So I'm happy he's going there. So I'm happy for him that kid needs a little structure. So, but anyways, let's get back to baseball. Let's get some updated scores. Real quick, refresh, Leonard. Okay, refresh. We're still delayed. Tigers Royals game. Pirates Nationals still zeros. And the Giants Reds still zeros. There was a lot of big totals today in the MLB, with some 8.5s, 10s. Like that Yankees Angels game's 10, 8.5s. There's some big totals. I didn't think I'd see a lot of totals. Bigger games today. I actually, there was a couple. You mentioned home run props. I'll get you on the phone with him for 5 minutes, kind of deal. Elevator pitch his ass. I tried, man. But he don't listen to me. What do I know? I'm his dad. You know what I mean? What do I know? You like any home run props today? So look, I have a home run model. I ain't gonna lie. Similar to my. So I built a last couple of years. Me and my buddy of mine. He's more tech savvy than I am, but with the help of they're not AI bets, picks or anything like that, but AI gathers all my data for me from different sites that I have plugged into, and for the last 5 years, and basically more recent stats, like updating MLB stats day to day. And I have turned the year feet, and then I had this epiphany one time. I was like, I could probably do that on like a home run prop, or like batters, like strikeout prop, or any prop really, because a nerfy prop, it's just a game prop. It's just a game prop. So, you could really just switch some wording around and turn it. So we've been experimenting with some home run props, just, $2 bets on some home run props, because it's the minimum I could bet, $2 prop, just for, I need to track it with some kind of dollar value. And there's, hold on. I'm trying to look for his email shit. That you guys got to give me you got to give me a few minutes here. Just give me. So we modeled it to for strikeouts as well. Just, you know what I mean? Strikeout props, like Jack Leader, who I think might give up some hits here, is listed, is expected out of our math to have the most strikeouts on the day-to-day. So if at the end of the day, when you guys look back at the scores today, if Jack Leiter has the most strikeouts out of anybody today, upwards of 8, we're okay. We're not rolling shit out. I'm not saying it's working, because some days I'm like, woo, thank God we're at $2 bets, man, because there's $40 we're never going to get back, But then there's some days where we're like, okay, so we're dialing it in. But you did mention home run props. And dude, what's the? I know your ass. So I've narrowed it down to like kind of like what games have the most expected home runs is what I'm really figuring it down to. Like I've narrowed it down to that. And like it'll, and then I've listed it like great for home run games, good for home run games, or / average, and then poor. And then, which also leads my information to a total, which then will maybe backdoor me into a Nerfy or Yerfy, to be honest with you. That's kind of that's how the path rolls for me. But some games that are great for Yerfies. I mean, not for Yerfies, but home runs today were the Angels and the Yankees game. Obviously, Yankees, anytime they play, they're pretty much in that realm right now because of Judge and Stanton. So I'm trying to make sure that's I guess is a true grade, not just because of those two. And with weather conditions and stadiums and this, that, or whatever, pitching matchups, all that. Some average games were Royals, Tigers, but I think that's wrong because of the weather. So I don't think the weather I don't think the weather is enough of a factor into that equation, to be fair. Orioles and the Guardians was an average game. Blue Jays, Brewers, Mariners, Padres, and the Giants, Reds. Poor games for home runs today were Rays, White Sox, Rangers, A's, and Nationals, Pirates. So I am back testing kind of like my Yerfy math equation to the home run equation and seeing if they can somehow intertwine. So to answer your question, I don't have any today. But those are games that are good for home runs. And then what I try to do is from there, like, I mean, the Angels, Yankees, obviously you're going to you got to eliminate Judge and Stanton just because, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you could probably bet Aaron Judge to hit a home run every game and be profitable at the end of the year. I'm just reading by my guy. By the way, Stop Geo. Good question though, Ron. Stop Geo. I don't know. You listen to Woodward Sports Network, but my guy Nicholas Koloff, my boy. We go way back. I remember when Nick was in baby diapers. His dad and me and my cousin, we rolled together when we were young. But Nick Koloff, friend of the program, just tweeted, good follow on Twitter too. Nick Koloff is his name, Detroit Tigers reporter for Woodward Sports Network. 2:15 Eastern time, expected start time from the Tigers organization. He is reporting. Indians should beat Baltimore. They haven't lost back-to-back all year. Rodney, don't come in here picking fights with our guy Raven Ron, okay? Indians should beat Baltimore. They haven't lost. Oh, you're just back-to-back comment. Now you feel that strongly about it? You got typed it twice? It's cool. Thanks for being honest. Absolutely, man. 100% transparency here on Docs Daily. Always and forever, man. I'm about that life. If you guys follow me, you should know that as well. Whether it's a members premium program or not, whatever, we're rolling. So let's get after it. I'll give you guys for being champs, everybody hitting the like button and being a champ about just being solo and not me and Robert today. My favorite Yerfy of the day, it's about to start here, is the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. We're talking so much about the Orioles. Toronto Blue Jays, Milwaukee Brewers. Really like that over. I got it at -113. Really like it. I think you could still get it. Shop your lines about -115. FanDuel has it cheaper than that. Shop your lines. I really like that over. You got two pitchers on the mound that just can't hit the side of a bar, and I feel like it's Patrick Corbin Day, so that automatically drives me to the Brewers. But the Brewers haven't really done shit. They get swept by Washington. They lose that first game to Toronto. It wasn't extra innings. It is what it is. They squeak one out yesterday, 2-1. But at the end of the day, this just comes down to pitching. Both pitchers, Brandon Sprout, I don't know how I say his last name. I think it's Sprout. Anyways, he's 0-1 with a 10.45 ERA, 10.45 ERA. He's had 3 outings, pitched just over 3 innings, all 3 times, gave up 7 to the White Sox. Gave up 4 to Kansas City, gave up 1 to Washington. So he had 1 good outing. Other than that, he's just not. I don't believe he's good. I think he's Patrick Corbin-esque. And Patrick Corbin, we know how we feel about that. Right up there with Kyle Freeland. He's only had 1 outing. Has he only had 1 outing? Against Minnesota, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4. No, Patrick Corbin. That's my favorite Yurfie. I think we cash and move on with that one. Nothing crazy today. Or invested into a handful of games, nothing major. We still got zeros across the board in the MLB today. Washington, the Pirates are still at zeros. San Francisco and Cincinnati are still rocking zeros. Kansas City Tigers delayed. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have Robert. If not, it'll be me and Raphael. Appreciate each and every one of you stopping by. And as always, being active in the chat. Good luck unless you're against me. Take care, folks.